Hi, I'm Scott Robinson. I'm going to speak about Mark Twain's short story, The Notorious Jumping Frog of Calaveras County. Samuel Langhorne Clemens was born in 1839 in Florida, Missouri. Samuel Clemens effectively changed his name to Mark Twain for his written works. The name change derived from his days as steamboat river captain on the Mississippi River. A Mark Twain stands for 2 fathoms or 12 feet, and that means for steamboats that they got safe passage over ground, so this was a good thing for Mark Twain. My quote from a literary critic describes the thoughts on the short story as a whole and of the short story's theme. With its complexity of characterization, sophisticated narrative structure, and controlled style, Jim Smiley and his Jumping Frog, which was the original name of the story, was the best work Twain has written to the date. It marks a turning point in his development as an artist. While the sketch has stylistic roots from a classical southwestern frame story, there are touches in the tale that are purely Twain's, which mark his later writings. And my quote from the actual story: "But anyways, he was the curious man. He was also betting. It was always betting on anything that turned up you ever see. He could get anybody to bet on the other side, and if he couldn't, he'd change sides. Why, it never made no difference to him. He would bet on anything, the darndest feller." Parson Walker's wife laid very sick once. For a good while, it seemed as if they warn't going to save her. But one morning he came in. Smiley asked how she was. He said considerably better. Thanks to the Lord for the infinite mercy in coming on so smart that, with the blessing of Providence, she'd get well yet. And Smiley, before he thought, says, "Well, I'll risk 2.5 that she don't, anyway." That's a quote from the 4th paragraph of the short story, and it tells us of Jim Smiley's main characteristic, which in his addiction to gambling, he likes the competition and will almost do anything to fuel that addiction. He seems to be almost crazy and insensitive when it comes to betting on Parson's wife staying sick. Personally, I truly enjoyed the short story. I've been a long Mark Twain fan from his works. This was one of his best. It was very entertaining. The type of accent used by the characters is also realistic to me. I feel like it really showed me how the characters looked and acted. And that's it. Thank you. Bye.